There are some places in the universe.
I've got movement. I've got movement! I've got movement!
You don't fight alone.
What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and today we're talking about a game that certainly caught my eye when it was revealed a couple of months ago. Coming this summer, Aliens Fireteam is a 3-player cooperative third-person survival shooter developed by Cold Iron Studios that is set in the alien universe of the iconic film series that spans all the way back to 1979. Aliens Fireteam drops you into a squad of hardened colonial marines, all fighting to contain the xenomorph threat aboard the UAS Endeavour. After the initial announcement trailer and preview events from major outlets, there is plenty to get excited about with Aliens Fireteam. The core gameplay hinges on PvE cooperation, like you would find in Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty Zombies, with players running and gunning their way through the infested LV-895 colony. You'll also never run low on weapon variety, with over 30 weapons and more than 80 mods and weapon attachments featured in the game. But the most important element in Aliens Fireteam is the team itself. While the game can be played entirely solo through the help of AI teammates, it is certainly designed with 2 other players in mind. Being able to grab a couple of friends and dive into the high-octane horror action of Aliens Fireteam is the goal that the developers have in mind, taking inspiration from the tight-knit corridors and the stressful feeling of xenomorphs closing in from all directions on a ragtag squad of survivors. With such a strong focus on multiplayer, Aliens Fireteam would be a perfect fit for the Xbox Game Pass lineup. Let's not mix that up with needing to be on Game Pass. Aliens Fireteam does not need to be on Game Pass for it to be successful. If the game delivers on the quality of the experience shown in this debut trailer, it's still set to be one of the biggest surprises of the summer, if not the entirety of 2021. For lifelong fans of Alien, just a taste of the gameplay likely has them ready to throw their money at the nearest gaming store to get in on the action. But even if I'm the world's #1 xenomorph fan, are my friends invested enough to dive into Aliens Fireteam on day one? Spending $60 to $70 on a game is an investment no matter how you cut it, and that is an investment that not all players are going to be willing to make. Even if the game launches at $30 or $40, that's still a large investment in a world where there are always new games hitting the market each and every week. Launching the game onto Game Pass would take away that barrier to entry, opening the game up to a reported subscriber base of 23 million players, as reported on in April of 2021. With a name like Aliens being thrown around, it's sure to catch eyes on the dashboard and entice people who may have either been on the fence or uninterested to begin with. It's all about creating a larger community that can support the game for the long haul. For my friends that are on the fence about picking up Aliens Fireteam and mowing down waves of xenomorphs this summer, having the game on Game Pass would make those Friday night plans a no-brainer because you effectively already own the game. Microsoft's game subscription service is a community-building machine. Players who may not have been on board with a new game from the very beginning with a new title have the chance to dive in and give it a shot, spending more time enjoying a more diverse set of experiences. Aliens Fireteam, or any other game for that matter that comes to Game Pass, doesn't take away from how non-subscribers or players on other platforms interact with and experience the game. It just provides another option. More players playing a game creates more discussions, generates more content, and builds more excitement to give a game longer legs than it may have originally had organically. Microsoft's game subscription service is a community-building machine. Players who may not have been on board with a new game from the very beginning with a new title have the chance to dive in and give it a shot, spending more time enjoying a more diverse set of experiences. Aliens Fireteam, or any other game for that matter that comes to Game Pass, doesn't take away from how non-subscribers or players on other platforms get to experience the game. It simply provides them another option. Unfortunately, things get more complicated when the daydreaming wraps up. The Alien IP is owned by 20th Century Studios, a big name that may be more averse to the newer subscription model that Microsoft has been pushing. There are a lot of logistics behind the scenes, deals between Microsoft and Cold Iron Studios, contracts between Cold Iron Studios and 20th Century Studios, and who knows what else. But even with all these hurdles standing between Aliens Fireteam and Game Pass, if the last few years in the gaming industry has proven anything, it's that anything can happen. When I think about Aliens Fireteam, I think about Predator Hunting Grounds because these two games share a universe. As it stands today, Predator Hunting Ground sits at a 6.1 out of 10. Not great, not terrible, somewhere in between. With that being said, it very well could be a 9 out of 10 for me, or a 10 out of 10 for me. And there could be a thriving community around this game if that barrier to entry was lower. And that's why even a game like Predator Hunting Grounds would be right at home on Xbox Game Pass. Because while it might not necessarily be a 10 out of 10, it may not be an A rating, it may not be an S tier game, it's still one that is enticing to me, and if I already have it included in my subscription, it very well could become one of my favorite games overnight just because I have access to it automatically. Now let's make no mistakes, once again this is not comparing two products one to another. Predator Hunting Grounds is likely going to be a much lesser game as compared to what Aliens Fireteam seems to be. Very impressed with what I have seen so far. But my point still stands. Game Pass is powerful because it builds communities. It entices players to play without having that higher barrier of entry that keeps a lot of players out simply because they either don't want to invest in that experience or they can't even afford it. For $15 a month, you get access to hundreds of games across multiple devices. It's effectively all you need to start exploring what the world of gaming has to offer. So as it's applicable to Aliens Fireteam, is the game currently coming to Game Pass? No. But do I think it's going to be a fantastic addition if it ever does make its way to the service? Oh, absolutely. Thanks for taking time to check out today's video. If you enjoyed it, drop me a like down below, and let me know if you would like to see Aliens Fireteam on Xbox Game Pass. Are you a subscriber, or would this game actually get you to subscribe? I would love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon, and peace.